Some of Canada's top national basketball coaches and players were in downtown Toronto on Tuesday to help celebrate the growth of the game, but also investing in players' futures. Team Canada's men's and women's senior basketball coaches Nick Nurse and Victor LaPena, as well as Canada basketball star Kia Nurse, were just a few of the guests at a special announcement on Tuesday. It was about another major investment in their teams, Sun Life becoming the official health and wellness partner of Canada basketball and the front jersey partner of the national senior teams. Explain to Canadians why this is a historic moment.
Well, it's just another opportunity to show our Canadian national teams, and specifically our senior teams, that we've got their back, and that big Canadian brands do as well. So we know we've got all the talent in the world, whether it be on the WNBA, NBA, or throughout Europe, that gather to play for our teams when we compete, whether it be the World Cup or the Olympics. And this is a partnership that really signifies that we're taking a big step forward, not just in the investment in the program, but in our own expectations as well.
More Canadian companies are investing in Canadian athletes' futures. And if you look just south of the border at March Madness, those investments are paying off. A record number of Canadians were competing in the tournament.
Well, it's been certainly huge to see the growth of the women's game and the athletes and the accomplishments that they've been able to achieve with the hard work that they're putting in, really. And so to watch all these games also be on television here in Canada is making a huge difference, because then you see it and then you want to become it.
Kia Nurse, who will be playing for the Seattle Storm in the upcoming season, has noticed firsthand the growth of support for women's basketball in Canada and the impact Canadians are having on other leagues.
Players that are now going over to the States and not only just playing roles on their team, they're playing prominent roles to help impact winning. I think that's huge. And just the number of young ladies who want to pick up a basketball and just try it, right? If they don't love it, then they don't love it, and that's totally fine, but you tried.
Nape Bjorkgren, who's associate head coach with Team Canada and an assistant coach with the Raptors, has seen a steady increase in youth taking up the sport in the country, even in his own household.
The youth basketball in this country is big time right now. There are a lot of players out there. I see them when I get a chance to get to my kids' games, but I see them, and what's going to separate them is how much they love it, how much they want it.
On Wednesday, when the Toronto Raptors host the Indiana Pacers here in Toronto, it will be a special Canada basketball night, and besides the Canadians on the Raptors roster, there are 3 Canadians on the Indiana Pacers. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.